Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Recap, Wednesday, April 24. Jason promises to protect Dex from Sunny, moves Jocelyn to tears. General Hospital GH spoilers recap for Wednesday, April 24, reveals that Jocelyn Jax Eden McCoy showed up at Jason Morgan's Steve Burton door and filled him in on what she blurted out to Christina Corinthos Davis Kate Mansi earlier. Jocelyn defended Dex Heller Evanhofer and felt that Sunny Corinthos Maurice Bernard messed with his head, but Jason pointed out that Dex was in charge of his own decisions. Even so, Jocelyn blamed Sunny for giving Dex the order to go after Cyrus Renault Jeff Kober and acknowledged that she wasn't really mad at Christina. After Jocelyn feared for Dex's life now that he was becoming a cop, Jason promised not to let Sunny take Dex out. Once Jason said he'd keep Dex safe, Jocelyn teared up and hugged Jason to show her gratitude. At Molly Lansing Davis Kristen Vagano's place, Christina arrived and flew into a rage over what she assumed were Jocelyn's made-up claims about Sunny. Christina acted like Sunny would never have sent Dex to finish Cyrus off in the hospital like that. Although Christina acknowledged that it wasn't Sunny's finest moment when he beat Cyrus up, she argued that it was provoked and felt that even Cyrus could see that since he didn't press charges. Molly didn't divulge anything about Cyrus about face and managed to support Christina despite looking uncomfortable with the conversation. At the hatchet-throwing range, Drew Kane Cameron Matheson continued flirting with Jordan Ashford Tanisha Harper by pointing out she looked far too young and vibrant to be on the verge of becoming a grandmother. Nearby, Dex admitted to Anna that he might have underestimated the pushback he'd get from the other officers. Anna felt that Dex had to prove himself the way she had done when she reclaimed the commissioner's spot, so Dex was committed to doing that. Over with Sam McCall Kelly Monaco, she vented to Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna about Danny Morgan Asher Antonazan pulling away from her. Sam admitted it stung now that Jason was the cool parent in Danny's eyes, but she had to enforce boundaries and keep Danny safe. Although Sam didn't want to lose her son, Dante insisted Danny loved her and that she never would. At Hamilton Finn's Michael Easton apartment, he headed home with Harrison Chase Josh Swickard and mentioned that the babysitter had to leave 20 minutes ago. Once Finn opened the door, Violet Finn Jaffiel Love rushed into her dad's arms and pushed him to help Grandpa Gregory Chase Gregory Harrison, who was frozen on the sofa with his oxygen mask on. Violet explained that Gregory told her to go get his breathing machine, so Finn and Chase gave her plenty of praise for being brave and doing what Gregory asked. The paramedics eventually came to help, but Gregory was doing better by then and refused to let them take him to GH. Violet fell asleep in her room for a bit, but she eventually came back out and was relieved to see Gregory was okay. Gregory later made it clear to Finn that he couldn't put Violet through anything like that ever again. As for Chase, he headed to the Quartermaine mansion, where he gave Brooklyn Quartermaine Amanda Sutton, Tracy Quartermaine Jane Elliott and Lois Cerullo Rena Sofer updates on what happened. There was talk about getting another officiant or even cancelling the wedding since Gregory's condition was worsening. Tracy insisted Chase and Brooklyn couldn't just decide any of that without letting Gregory weigh in. Once Gregory called Tracy, he pushed her to relay some news for him. Gregory made it clear that he'd be the officiant and that the wedding would proceed. After Gregory insisted he'd be fine that day even if it killed him, Tracy pushed Chase and Brooklyn to honor Gregory's wishes by moving forward as planned. General Hospital spoilers say Brooklyn and Chase's wedding day could come with some unexpected drama, so stick with us for predictions on all the chaos. General Hospital recap, Wednesday, April 24. In the bustling corridors of General Hospital, emotions ran high as the residents of Port Charles found themselves entangled in a web of secrets, lies, and promises. On this eventful Wednesday, hearts were tested, alliances were formed, and a looming threat cast its shadow over the town. The day began with a sense of foreboding as Jason Morgan, the town's formidable enforcer, found himself caught in a moral dilemma. Standing in the dimly lit hallway, Jason's mind raced as he grappled with the weight of his allegiance to his best friend, Sonny Corinthos, and his newfound responsibility to protect Dex, a young man with ties to Sonny's rival, Cyrus Renault. With Dex's life hanging in the balance, Jason made a solemn vow to shield him from harm, even if it meant defying Sonny's wishes. As tensions simmered between the rival factions, Jason's resolve was put to the test, and he found himself walking a perilous tightrope between loyalty and betrayal. Meanwhile, at the Corinthos compound, Sonny's wife, Carly, found herself embroiled in a heated confrontation with Cyrus Renault. Sparks flew as Carly's steely determination clashed with Cyrus's calculated charm. With each passing moment, the stakes grew higher, and Carly knew that she was playing a dangerous game. As the tension reached its breaking point, Carly made a bold move that sent shockwaves through the corridors of power in Port Charles. With a steely gaze, she issued a chilling warning to Cyrus, vowing to protect her family at any cost. But little did she know that her actions would set off a chain reaction that would have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. Elsewhere in the hospital, emotions ran high as Jocelyn Jacks, the spirited daughter of Carly Corinthos, found herself grappling with a heart-wrenching decision. With tears streaming down her cheeks, Jocelyn confided in her closest confidant, Cameron Weber, as she struggled to come to terms with the weight of her grief. Haunted by the memory of her late boyfriend, Oscar Nero, Jocelyn found solace in Cameron's comforting embrace. Together, they navigated the treacherous waters of grief, finding strength in each other's presence as they embarked on a journey of healing and self-discovery. But amidst the turmoil and heartache, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of Dr. Hamilton Finn, the brilliant yet enigmatic physician whose unwavering dedication to his patients never wavered. With a newfound sense of purpose, Finn threw himself into his work, determined to make a difference in the lives of those he swore to protect. As the day drew to a close, the residents of Port Charles found themselves facing an uncertain future, their fates intertwined in ways they never could have imagined. With secrets lurking around every corner and danger lurking in the shadows, the only certainty was that nothing would ever be the same again. And so, as the sun set on another tumultuous day in Port Charles, the stage was set for a showdown of epic proportions. With alliances tested and loyalties strained, the battle for control of the town was about to reach its boiling point. And in the end, only one thing was certain in Port Charles: the only thing more dangerous than the truth was the lies we tell to protect the ones we love. Title: Bonds Tested and Tears Shed, a General Hospital Recap. In the hallowed halls of General Hospital, where emotions run high and secrets are as abundant as the medical equipment, Wednesday, April 24, was no exception. The day began with a tension palpable enough to cut through the thickest fog, as lives hung in the balance, and relationships were tested in the crucible of unforeseen circumstances. The morning sun barely had a chance to peek through the windows of Port Charles before drama unfolded, setting the stage for a day filled with heart-wrenching revelations and promises that would echo through the corridors of the hospital. As dawn broke, the ever-resilient Jason Morgan found himself facing a moral dilemma of epic proportions. His loyalty to his best friend, Sonny Corinthos, clashed violently with his newfound duty to protect Dex, a vulnerable individual ensnared in the dangerous web of organized crime. With the weight of his decisions heavy on his shoulders, Jason vowed to shield Dex from Sonny's reach, even if it meant risking his own safety. Meanwhile, in a quieter corner of the hospital, Jocelyn Jacks, the resilient daughter of Carly Corinthos, grappled with her own inner turmoil. Haunted by the recent loss of her beloved boyfriend, Oscar Nero, Jocelyn found solace in the comforting presence of her friends and family. However, it was a tender moment shared with Jason that moved her to tears, as she realized the depth of his commitment to keeping her safe in a world fraught with danger.